Hello and welcome back to Thalric Plays Blood Bowl 2. Let's do another match with our Skaven today. Because of the conceit / disconnect last time, we didn't really get to play with them too much. So let's just find another match. Our team value is at the moment really getting up there. And I like that. It's cool to have a team that is more developed, and I still feel like we have basically nothing because most of our skills are on the gutter runners, or at least on 2 of them. But that's just how the game works out sometimes. So let's see what we can make with this today. So let's see. Oh, interesting. So this match is recorded after the patch that includes the Norse team came out, so we do actually have TV++ in effect now, which is the new matchmaking system. Or is it TV+? Just what the hell? So I wanted to say that something like this probably shouldn't happen, but we are right now seeing a Norse team that has seen some matches already, but their team value is 900 or so lower than ours, so this is a concern. But that does give us our first look at the Norse team right away. So all of his players don't have any skills at all, so let's get into it once we see the team. He has 760,000 in cash because of the journeyman. It's not as much as it looked like in the beginning. So what can we look forward to? Yep, there it is, Morgenthork. So it's I think the first time we will see this guy in Blood Bowl 2. At least when I'm playing here. I don't think we ever seen him before. I saw him regularly when I played Blood Bowl Chaos Edition. But we'll see. So Morgenthork, it's an ogre with strength 6, block, and some other goodness. He's really annoying, and we'll most likely try to stay away from him. If I can knock him down, maybe we'll foul him, but he also has armor value 9 or 10 or something like that, so it's highly unlikely. But yeah, Norse team. They're the new team in the game. Oh, Wilhelm Cheney, is that the werewolf star player? I was really hoping to see him because his skin is really awesome. And if he doesn't go for a wizard over that star player, I'm fine with it, I think. We'll have to wait and see about that, but it looks like that's what he's going to do. So this could be interesting. Okay, Norse. Officially a bash team. They tend to do very well in low team value situations because, or in a low team value environment, because most of their players start with a block. They do tend to fall off in higher team value regions because most of their players only have armor value 7. So even though they are built for bashing, they can't take a beating themselves. And that is a problem, and that might come into effect here. Okay, there's the star player I wanted to see. So here we've got Morgenthork, our ogre, and there's the werewolf. And I just love the skin, and it's nice that they tease the necromantic werewolf a little bit like this. So that could be good. Let's go on offense actually here. I would like to hit him a little bit before we get into things. So let's see again what they can do. So Morgenthork has Thor teammate. That doesn't come into effect. So he's armor value 10, strength 6, block, mighty blow, thick skull. So it's unlikely that we will be able to get him off the pitch, but he's really annoying and good. So this Wilhelm Cheney. Movement of 8. That's just werewolves for you. They're really fast. Strength 4. Regeneration. Okay, yep. First time we see that skill. Wrestle. It's fine. Catch. Claws. Frenzy. That's weird skill set, I feel a little bit like. It's not bad, but the catch is a little bit out of place. Everything else seems to be somewhat okay and in order. So regeneration. It's a skill that basically every necromantic and undead player and Nurgle player has and stuff like that. But yep, and they're really big. And that means if the player suffers a casualty, you roll a d6 for regeneration. 1, 2, 3. He is injured and stays off the pitch. 4 to 6, he regenerates, so he's off the pitch, but the injury doesn't stick. Okay, the Norse team themselves. For one, the Yeti looks awesome. And he starts with Claw and Frenzy, so all he needs is Mighty Blow to be really annoying. So 1 level up. He's also got Wild Animal. Only an armor value of 8 and a movement of 5. So he's not the fastest and not the sturdiest of players, but he's got a good offensive potential. Then they've also got the Ulfwerners, who are Strength 4, Agility 2, Frenzy. No block. They're one of the only players that don't start with block. Their linemen are just basically stand-up profile, except for their armor value, and then they do have block. Then they have the Berserkers, who are basically better linemen because they have Frenzy and Jump Up, which is a really good combo, but once again, armor value 7. They also have a Thrower, which most usually don't take because they're more of a running team. They also have a Runner, who is more in line with the Norse team themselves, but he either has an injured one or he doesn't have one anymore. And that's basically the Norse. So what I'm counting on right now here is beating up his line of scrimmage a little bit. I might even want to go with Retastrophe and Retiation both on the line of scrimmage. And before I forget, we're playing against Sinjo and his team is Moby Dick. With just a K. Did he name his players? It doesn't appear so. And let's introduce real quick. So this could go either horribly wrong or very right. And we'll have to wait and see which one it will be. Okay, so he's already going into this match with a little bit of a bad attitude, unfortunately. Okay, his line of scrimmage is all loners. Where's our guard? There's our guard guy. So here's what we're going to do. He gets to kick, so I probably should switch these out. I would like to have our fouling guy on the pitch. Let's give the ball to Chuck today. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's go 8 in. So that I have Carl with his block up in front. Gutter runners. How are we setting this up? We're probably going to use them for the flanking positioning a little bit more. And also Carl. So that I can keep Cackle behind the lines here. Okay, that looks fine to me. He's not using his superior strength on the line of scrimmage to make things harder for me. He maybe should have done that. Now I do get 3 free blocks here, which is something he shouldn't want me to have. But I won't complain about this. So let's start and see if we can get an early injury in here. That would be the ideal scenario. Okay, there's the first knockdown. And I will follow this up, because we can outbash him a little bit. And I like the idea of that, but both of our Storm Vermin apparently don't really want to beat something up. Let's keep them away, we don't want to get the counter hit. Okay, so the ball is here, which means I should probably try to attack along this line, but we do have some points of attack here. So that is actually fine. And let's, just to make things aggressive right away, let's move him up. What we have to be concerned about is the Yeti does have a skill called Disturbing Presence, usually a mutation skill. He starts with it, and you see this red outlining. That just makes ball handling inside there harder. So let's take a look at the place real quick, at the skill. So we must subtract 1 from the d6 when they pass, intercept, or catch the ball. So no pickup, but basically the ball handling itself is harder around the inside of the Disturbing Presence bubble. Oh, come on. So I'm just doing a whole lot of pushes right now, which is of course not really what I want to do. But we also don't really have that much of a choice in the matter. This, and the Norse team lives a little bit by its frenzy. If we can set up a frenzy trap, we can make things really hard for him. But if we cannot, we have to be very careful that he isn't able to escalate things with by using frenzy. So I have to stay away from the sidelines so that I don't get surfed as easily. And yeah, that's basically it. Let's pick up the ball. So no real successful blocks here as of yet. That's a bit unfortunate. I would have hoped to get him a little bit more, but apparently it's not in the cards right now. So, yep, he does have an Apothecary, 3 rerolls. 2 reserve players because he got the 2 star players. And we'll see, he might want to blitz with the Yeti, but I would much rather... I think he will more likely blitz with Morgenthorpe, because he has the best strength value. He's not a wild animal. He doesn't have really stupid or anything, so even though he's a big guy, technically, he has not the negative, no negative skill attached to it. It's just that he's still a loner, but every star player has that. And so he's actually his best blitzer, probably. Oh, so he's trying for Hysteria, is he? Makes sense as well, but I wouldn't have done it with Wilhelm Chaney. He can push me to here, but I can just dodge away. He could wrestle, but he probably won't do so. He actually does? Wow, so if he doesn't commit to a bashing tactic, I might just want to foul this guy. The regeneration is a problem, so he might come back. I remember a game not so fondly where I played against Undead, I think, and they do have a star player available to them, which is called Ramtut, I think, or it's either Camry or Undead that I played against. Oh, so he wants to foul. Stun on Hysteria, nothing too bad. He doesn't get ejected from the pitch, unfortunately. But that's not too bad. Yep, there comes the counter hit. He still needs to blitz, though, and I still assume that he's going to go with Morgenthorpe. We'll see. No, so he will blitz with his Yeti. And I wanted to come back to Ramtut. He has regeneration as well, if I remember correctly. And I think I took him down 3 times, and every time he regenerated and came back after the drive or the touchdown, and that was just horrible. I really didn't want to deal with that, but it happened. So, if I really want to, I can score a touchdown this half, or this turn. Realistically, that should be very possible. But I think I'm going to take one more turn here and make things a little bit safer on myself. So first things first, let's try and get rid of... I would like to get rid of this here. But it's a bigger commit for that to work. And I really don't know if we can do that at the moment. So let's just blitz in the middle here and focus on the weaker players. The Berserker is actually a good target. I did not realize that was a Berserker there. But that's fine. No armor break though. Okay, this is starting to get a bit annoying here. It does block our movement paths quite effectively at the moment. So let's see this through as much as possible. Disaster needs to move up there. And if I can just run this ball in with Chuck, I really don't mind. I could use a level up on him as well, of course. So blindness over there. Not here, because if he stands up, we lose an assist. But that way we keep it. And I am abandoning Hysteria here a little bit to his own devices. There's not really much I can do about that. It just is what it is. But it's what it is fine, basically. Oh, I made a big dum-dum. A really big dum-dum. There's a direct path to my ball carrier here. So I need to fill that. That was a good thing I saw that. I something did seem off here, and I just did not see it. So I'm happy that I saw it in the end. Otherwise, Morgan Thork would have gotten straight through here. So that's good. Jump up is another skill we haven't seen too often by now, but it's a really good skill. It allows a player that is prone, so on the ground, to block an adjacent player without blitzing. You just need to do an unmodified agility roll for that. So usually a 2+, or it's an agility roll with a +2 modifier. So it's as long as you don't have horrible agility, you only need a 2+ to make that work. If you fail that though, you don't stand up and you end your action. So that's a bit of a risk-reward thing going on there. What else is good about jump up is that it negates the -3 movement when you're on the ground. So our gutter runners could run at full speed right off the get-go again. Okay, yep, that's what I assumed would happen, of course. But because of Frenzy, he needs to follow up. He does still get the block here. Yep, I screwed this up horribly. That was really bad of me. So I needed to follow there to avoid him moving here and stealing the assist and stuff like that. So he can actually blitz us now. I still think we will be fine, most likely, but I made an error there. That could cost us. So let's see. He's not blitzing against Hysteria. Fouling, I mean. So here comes the blitz. And that's really bad. And there's the loner one. That's really bad. That's so unfortunate for him. It's awesome for us. Oh, wow. So that's one worry taken care of. Holy crap. Morgan Thorpe killed himself. That's so nice of him. That's so very nice of him. Okay, let's keep bullying him a little bit. In the sense that I will start or keep on beating him. And hopefully get an injury or two. KOs probably won't be enough. Considering that he does have... yeah, let's just stand Cackle up. I need to blitz here. So you know what, let's do this first, as long as I don't roll a double one. Thank you. Okay, we do want this block. And let's follow it as well, just to get away from the Berserker that could potentially hit us back in the next turn. It also allows us to reposition Wreck. Next we'll do the block with Catastrophe right here. Still isn't good enough. Let's take the both down. And I think I will just blitz here. All we need is a both down for the wrestle. That's what we get. I'm staying away far enough that I can't be served once again. It does put us closer to this star player, but he will be able to reach us regardless. So let's give him as less space as possible to reach us. But I can't make this completely safe, I think, but mostly. It depends. Well, I just need to get this dodge. He will reach us, most likely. Because he can take out one of the corners and go next to us again, but I doubt that he will be able to attack me directly. So I should be fine, and then we can just blitz away whoever attacks us there next turn. So that's good. He might serve Cackle instead now. That's the risk I took when I didn't move him. Yep, and his Yeti is not doing a whole lot. I still think he should have put Morgan Thorpe and the Yeti on the line of scrimmage. We didn't do a whole lot of damage there, but it would have negated our possibility to do that from the get-go, basically. Oh, yeah, he could also serve Panic. I keep messing up. He could serve a whole... Well, he can serve Laughter. He's got Sidestep. But he can serve... Well, not with the way the assist works there. I need to remind myself actively that they have a lot of Frenzy. We haven't seen that yet. I used to know stuff like that. I played a very Frenzy-heavy team myself. Not Norse, another one. But... I don't know. Yep, there goes Cackle. Yep, he's out. So hopefully he won't kill him. That looks like no armor break, and he's just off the pitch for now. And let me see. He did blitz there, so he's not going after our ball carrier. I would love to get the touchdown to blindness, but I don't really want to risk the handoff, to be honest. So we'll most likely just run it in with Chuck. And then if I can maybe get a throw on him, that would be awesome. So our biggest concern, Morgan Thorpe, is off the pitch. And our Mighty Blow guys had nothing to do with it. He did it to himself. So that's bad. Oh, wow. I don't have Frenzy, so I won't be able to take down his star player? Maybe. Let me think this through. Oh, can I actually do that? The answer, once again, is maybe. Let's see. I do have 2 assists now, so I can push him there. I think I want to try this. And getting rid of this star player is something I would like to do regardless. Okay, yeah, so it's just the wrestle once again, unfortunately. It is what it is, and that basically seals it, so let's just run this in. I could maybe stall a little bit longer, but I'm fine with this. So let's see what he gets to do next. Yep, he's done. Oh, yeah, this... Now things will get a little bit more complicated. So where's my foul guy? He's off the pitch already. Okay, let's go with these. We don't need to close up the sidelines against his team, I think. He's not fast enough to make anything major happen there, I would say. Okay, so how do we do this? I probably need to put Chuck off the pitch again to get the last lineman that I need. So let's switch things around a little bit further. Because I do need the kick guy in the midfield here. I don't want these two especially to be on the line of scrimmage, but I can't really change that. And then we also want to set up the frenzy trap, of course. So that's what we're doing right there. Okay, quick snap is the kicking team's offense, correct? Yes, it is. So let's actually put these two, put ourselves up a little bit further, just to make the frenzy a bigger problem if he has to follow up. We only can get a quick snap that will allow us to move. He can't. So I like this, I think. But Retastrophe and Radiation can stay where they are. And this looks fine. Yep. Let's see. He's down to 1 reroll. And we still have all 3. He's got 5 turns left to score on us. And I think we do have a good chance at defending here. We are fielding a full strength team. He did lose his biggest asset. And that should allow us to deal some very good damage and hopefully slow him down further. We got really lucky there. And I still don't know why we got hit against a team like this. I don't know if the TV++ or TV Plus, I think it's plus, is a living system, I think. So it takes your wins and your win-loss ratio into account and provides you with a player of similar skill. I think that's the theory behind it. I don't know the exact formula, but it also does influence the team value range in which you can find an opponent. And I don't know if that is retroactive, so all of our previous wins and losses are taken into account, or if that is just coming into effect now for everything we do now with the teams. Because this is really weird. We have basically no waiting time, which I really like. But for the amount of time I waited, I would have assumed to be assigned an opponent with a closer team value. And that didn't happen. So I don't know why. It's weird. And if somebody can explain that to me, okay, yep, that's what I forgot. We do have kick by now. So let's go like this. That way the ball won't be able to scatter. But we might be able to put it into the far back end. Oh, but he gets a high kick. Okay, it's not as far back as I hoped it would be. And we could have got a runner down this line and picked up the ball, maybe. Let's see if he gets it. Nope, he does not catch the ball. So he will have to do another pickup attempt. So his Yeti might do some work now. Probably against Wreck. But it's a risky target to go for that. And if you want to see some Norse gameplay yourselves, I probably won't play them, at least for a while. We do already have 3 teams plus the league team, so we're up to 4. There will be a Norse team in Season 2 of the league, I think. At least one player has mentioned that they would like to play Norse. But a good buddy of mine, Shade Warp or Game Night. Game Night is his channel, but he calls himself Shade Warp, so I'm always... I don't know how to address him sometimes. Both is probably fine. He picked up Blood Bowl 2 again now. He played it a while ago. Because the Norse are his favorite team. And he has a team based around The Rock. So Dwayne The Rock Johnson and his movies and stuff like that. Oh wow, he's getting really horrible rolls. At least his blocks are. And yeah, so he's getting into the game again. He's a bit rusty at the moment, but I'm sure he will pick up very soon again. So far, he's released, at the point of this recording, 2 episodes. I assume there will be a 3rd or a 4th one out by the time this video comes out. But yeah, he's a really fun and nice guy, so go check him out. He also plays More Time, if you're interested in that. And yeah. So we got lucky there again. He's having some really some issues with his rolls today. Yep, there comes the guard. He still got the knockdown, which is unfortunate, but the guard is doing its job. Okay, so there's a stun, and we are actually down a player right now. We did get a KO on radiation, no less, which I don't really like. Okay, so he's trying to make sure that I can reach his ball. I mean, we do have Cackle here. That could just leap over there, but that only... Oh, wow. That only makes sense if he fails his pickup and the ball scatters. But his armor breaks are picking up right now. So even though I have Mighty Blow, I did not get a single good armor break here. And he blocked 4 times this turn and got 4 times through the armor. 3 stuns and 1 KO. This could have been worse. But still, this is... wow. That will make things a lot harder on me. He's out of rerolls though, so this is what I've been hoping for. Oh, I do have an idea. Of course. So can I make that happen somehow? We'll see. It will require some shenanigans. But I like shenanigans. Okay, so let's focus on the obvious stuff right now. I would like to... Nope, wrong player. I would like to blitz here. It's just the repositioning. Oh, come on. My Storm Vermin really can't hit anything today. Yeah, it's more about the repositioning and setting up a little bit of a defense here. I am going to try some weird and fun stuff in just a moment. So stay tuned for that. Panic right over there. I probably shouldn't do this block first, but I will. Okay, it's just a push, which is okay. Not my favorite thing to happen, but it could be worse. And now I get to do some fun stuff. Because my team is ridiculous, of course. Come on, leap. To there. Go pick up that ball. Well, let's do the first going for it first. And see what comes after that. Okay, that's fine. That's 2+ rolls. And then we'll do a quick pass. Okay, there's our 1. I will re-roll that though. And he rolls a 1 now. But still, the ball is next to my player. And that is good. I would have loved to get it, but 2 1s is nothing we can do about that, so it is what it is. He can, of course, surround me and make sure that I can't really secure the ball that easily. I mean, we still have agility 6 here, so picking up the ball is not impossible. But I don't know. We don't have sidestep on Hysteria, so we can push him away and then block here and pick up the ball again. So he should be able to. He still has no reroll. And I am forcing him to orientate. I don't know. Okay, this is bothering me right now. He has to. Please tell me what's the right form here. This is horrible for me right now. So who's he going to pick up the ball with? With his agility 2? Whoa, what? His star players. They're not cooperating. Is he going to kill himself as well? Nope. But still. What the crap? So who do I want to do the touchdown with? They both won't level up because of this. So it doesn't matter too much. But I think we're going to go with Hysteria. He has easier access. Or it's about the same. I should still stand up my players first though. And maybe we'll do 1 or 2 blocks first. Just in case I do fail here, I need to think about that, of course. So let's move Laughter right there. Put Carl here. Or can I... No, I don't have enough movement left. Here would probably been better because not only would it have put a player on the ball, but also on the star player. I was thinking... Why I did go here initially was to block this guy from blitzing. At least not directly. He needs to move a little bit differently. And just block this line of going, and he wants to go this way, but here's a gutter runner as well, so that's why I did it. Just so you understand my reasoning behind that. And let's blitz like this, because we don't want him to be pushed next to him if we just push him. So that way we can push him down there and stay. Come on, injury. Nope, just a stun. But we can still work with that. It's better than just nothing. And let's pull him back 1 space. So here we won't be able to do something useful, I feel like. So that's why we move Calamity right there. And now let's go for the pickup again. So that worked. And we'll just score right away again. We could stall this out a little bit longer as last time, but I won't. It's fine. Our KO stays out. Okay, that's unfortunate. So this leaves a hole over there. which we will fill with Chuck. Or better Carl, so that we have 2 players with block on the sidelines there. And that's already it. So this is going really well so far, and I think he might have had a better chance if his roads were a little bit more consistent. They are not, so we can make really good use of that. Okay, now both teams lose a turn, which basically seals his fate a little bit. Well, with 2 turns he can still score, but he needs to make some really aggressive progress, and I don't think he will be able to do that. I can't score again, unfortunately. Well, we are already in the lead, so I shouldn't be too greedy, but with 1 more turn I would have been able to if he had failed his pickup or something like that. And now we miss out on that chance, but I get 1 more chance to be beaten up and beat him up ourselves. So maybe I can get my first injury of the match. I wouldn't mind that. He does have 1 more reserve player, so it wouldn't be too big of an issue. But it would make me feel a little bit better about my bashing abilities. We do have Mighty Blow and Block and Tackle, so why not? I mean, only 1 of those actually helps with injuries, but still. Okay, and it's actually hard for me to assess his... Oh, come on. He KO'd both of my Storm Vermin now. Really? He's getting the good KOs here against maximum value 8 players. It's hard for me to assess his skill level because he's getting some extreme rolls. He did have that 1 crazy round here where he got 4 armor breaks on 4 blocks, and he also failed to pick up the ball and stuff like that. And had some really unfortunate double skulls, and that just makes it hard to see how good he actually is. But when he does do stuff, I think he's making not the worst choices. He's making some good ones. So it's a weird mix. I really can't say this. It's hard for me to assess this. This is risky. He does put himself in a situation where he can be just blocked. He might pull him down as well there. Okay, he's not. He's going for the pickup next instead of blocking on the line of scrimmage. Okay, there's the failure. Okay. So let's start with this. Well, actually, to be on the complete safe side, I need to start with this, because that is the player he wants to give the ball to. It's a pickup and a pass from here, which is highly unlikely to work, but it could, and I need to be prepared for that. Okay, nice. There comes the block. Let's follow this. So I should probably blitz with him. Yep, let's do that. It is going for it, but I mean, I do still have 2 rerolls and I can only use 1 of those anyways. Okay, let's do it like this. Okay, there's the 1. Let's reroll. Okay, either way, either he takes wrestle and he's going down, or he's not taking wrestle and he's still going down. He does not take wrestle and we get KO'd again. Okay, so that's 3 KOs by now. Hopefully at least 2 of them will come back. With jump up he can still make... No, he actually can't. So I was worried for nothing there a little bit. Oh wow, his Yeti once again doesn't want to do anything. So let's see, does he get any more good blocks here? This is a 2 dice already. Nope, there it is. Maybe he will injure himself again. So far I can't hit him, but he can hit himself. Nope, just a turnover, so we're at halftime. And wow, really? So this is a bit of an issue. I'm down to 10 players now because of this. And really? This is weird. Okay, let's set up like this. Move these in a little bit more. This is really weird. We're down. We have a 2-player disadvantage. Or a 1? No, 3, 6, 9, 10. A 1-player disadvantage. We have to defend because our KO rolls are horrible. So both of these Storm Vermin are still KO'd. He failed 3 KO rolls by now, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the kick guy is out as well, so we can't do anything about that. Where does the ball go? It's on the sideline and not out of the pitch. That's pretty good, actually. He can reach it, but only with going for it, so he will most likely not try to pick it up. He might try with a star player, but I wouldn't in his case. So he's going to secure the ball as best as he can. But we can try to snatch it away from him. Maybe. I assume he will blitz here. Either Chuck or Hysteria. But we'll have to wait and see about that. But I think that's the most logical choice to make. So let's talk a little bit more about the Norse. As I've said, they are a bash team, which does best in low to maybe mid team value regions. They can be okay in high team value, but they do fall off because they are just too squishy and they lose out against other bash teams and even agility teams sometimes because they can take the beating themselves. So what you have to do is hit hard and hit fast with them. You do have a lot of block, you can get Mighty Blow, you do have Frenzy that you can surf with. They have cheap linemen, so you actually can build 1 or 2 fouling players and foul the living crap out of everything that moves. And that's, I think, how you are supposed to play them. Okay, yep, this won't be too big of an influence, but at least it does put the Yeti... Oh, of course. A little bit out of action. I should have moved these in more to make this a bad block for him. I screwed up there, unfortunately. But it is what it is. So if he knocks us down, he gets a lot of armor breaks. But he, more often than not, also screws up his blocks. I think he's got at least 2 or 3 at least 2 double skulls already. So he's doing a very good job at closing this down with a screen so that I won't be able to reach. I mean, I still can just jump over things and do it like that. But I don't know, even if he manages to score on us, it's not the end of the world. We're still up a touchdown after that. I don't really have a designated blitzer anymore with both of the... Okay, that's good enough. Okay, another KO. Hello. So we're down to 8 players now? Yep. Holy guacamole. I don't know. This is weird. Oh, he's actually attempting the pickup. That's ballsy. He gets it, though. So there's not a whole lot I can do here now. It just is what it is. Which is a bit of a nonsensical statement. I could try to knock down the Yeti. And then maybe foul him. Although we probably don't really want to foul anymore. But I still think I would like to try and take down the Yeti. So that's what we're going to do here. Why is that only a 1 dice? Because this guy is in the way still. Yeah, this is not an assist. I would have to commit so many players to this. Do I really want to do that? Okay, let's do the weird stuff first. Because I do have a way out of this. And I only do this because I have agility 5 and I can do this. Come on. So now I need to stand him up. I wanted to avoid that, but now at least I do get a 2 dice here. Once again, I only push. As that apparently is the name of my blocking game today. I can't get a really good knockdown for my life. There it is. Maybe. What do we get? No armor break. But at least the Yeti is down. And we might have an okay chance to block this now. Okay, I would like to move Panic to right there. We can't be served like this, but we force him to move along this path if he wants to get through there. And because of the built-in dodge reroll, I think I'd rather dodge twice instead of leap once. Because I still want to pressure him here a little bit, if I can. So let's put Cackle here. Just so that we have a player near his ball carrier that I could potentially attack him with. It's unlikely that it would help me in any sort of way. We only have block on him. I would need to use Panic for that with Wrestle to make this better. But it might force him to do stuff he doesn't really want to. Or he will probably make his ball carrier a little bit safer. So he will build a cage around this, blitz this guy away, I think. Maybe. Or he's just counting on his superior strength here. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, even though we are down a few players, it's not too bad of a situation. The Yeti stood up, unfortunately. And did I say already that I really like the look of the Yeti? It looks really cool. I like what they did with him. Yep. But where will he blitz? Is he going to blitz Panic? Or will he go for a Cackle? I won't be able to break his cage, but I can at least annoy him. And if at some point I could get a knockdown that does give me a KO or an injury against him, I wouldn't mind that. Otherwise things will get very complicated. I need to make up the player disadvantage a little bit. That doesn't help him, but he's got Frenzy. Yes. So he will get another try. And that does it. No mighty blow though. It's still an armor break. But it could be worse. It's only a stun. So this really doesn't give me too many good options here. But it's still, it could be worse. He's going to push. No! He is taking the both down to get the chance at injuring Hysteria. That's greedy. He's risking injuring himself. There. That's a risky move. So let's start things off with this block. Oh, come on. Can I at some point please get some sort of good block here? Please, game. Have a heart. I know that I'm talking about Blood Bowl, but still. Thank you. I just need to complain enough. And that does give him the level up, so he can get Dirty Player now. And that's a lot of fun, I think. So it's not a good idea to attack his cage, because that would mean putting an assist here, and that assist would just get served. So we're not doing that. And instead we're going to blitz right here. And I'm doing it with Chuck over our other guy here. Well, now I need to take the reroll, and I feel stupid, because an injury would give him a level up, but he had wrestle, so things would have been safer with him. Let's push him to there and stay. And then we can move him back there and move Disaster right here. That will have negate the opportunity for him to be served there. He will most likely just change sides, and we can't really change that or prevent that. I just don't have the players to box him in. So we have to take what we can get. At least I did put out, finally injured one of his players. And I think this game showcases pretty well once again that team value isn't everything. If Morgan Thork hadn't injured himself, things would probably look even worse for us. And we're taking the beating today. And even though I'm in the lead, things are still far from over, and if he keeps knocking down players, we will have a problem. It's unlikely that he will be able to win, but he still might be able to tie the game. And the only way I probably scored twice is because I have ridiculously skilled gutter runners with high agility and stuff like that. So that's out of the norm and not something you can plan for, really. I'm happy about that, of course, because it does allow me to do stuff like what I've been doing in the first half. But it also is not very representative of the Skaven team themselves, necessarily. Yep, so we did what I assumed he would do. He's just switching sides and avoiding us. We can just reposition ourselves a little bit, and I most likely won't be able to attack one of his cage corners as well, because he will put a guy there, and that means I can't get an assist. I can't attack the Yeti, so I will most likely have to attack either the star player or this lineman. We'll see. And even though I should probably go for the lineman, I will go for the star player, I think. Because he's in the way more to allow me to move players over this way. But let's see, can I... Well, I can get at least Laughter over there. For now. But still. Let's put Chuck here. Okay, yeah, this guy is a bit annoying. Okay, let's start with this. And then we'll blitz with Karl because he does have block. He will most likely just go this way still. Okay, just pushing. He does have wrestle, so I can take the knockdown, or I won't. I don't want Karl to be on the ground, to be honest. But let's keep him here and see if we can, if that will help. But aside from that, we're going to play the I don't want you to hit me game, which is fairly easy and pretty obvious to comprehend, I assume. So I shouldn't have put Cackle next there because I'm not going to block there. Or am I? You know what? Let's go for it. We'll stand up Hysteria. It's fine, and it should help us a little bit, I hope. Let's put him there and stay. Means we won't be able to move. It's unlikely that he will move along this way, I think. But I don't know, maybe he'll blitz him and move like there, but then we have the players behind him that we might be able to do stuff with, and it's 3 gutter runners that can run around him if need be. Oh, looks like he wants to do that, but what he might want to do is not blitz with a guy that doesn't have block. Maybe? Okay. Is that a blitz or is he just moving? That's the blitz. There was a weird delay there. Or am I imagining things? It worked out, so it's fine, but still. He could have made this blitz a little bit safer. So he will move along this way. But yep, coherent sentence. I am really happy that they finally released the Norse. I don't know if the last official statement before the official statement, which was May 3rd, was mid to late March, I think, as a planned release, and they took over a month longer than initially announced. And I don't know if there was an announcement before that. I do have something in my head that says there was, but I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't know. But I'm happy that they finally released them, and that hopefully the next 3 teams that they announced alongside the Norse team won't take quite as long, because this time they also wanted to release the TV++ system. And by rumors, the delay was in part due to the simultaneous release on consoles, because the process to get a patch approved for a console is a little bit longer than it is for a PC, apparently. And or I think there's checking mechanisms from Microsoft and Sony in place to for the patches or something like that. Oh, hello. That's nice of him. He shouldn't reroll that. Yep, there's a loner one. But that might be what delayed that a little bit. Okay, let's see. I would really like to slow him down enough to make something good happen here. But that will be fairly hard to achieve. So let's take some risks here, I think. Might be time for that. So he'll just move around there. And we'll just blitz with Disaster from here. And then we'll do some creative moves with the gutter runners. Oh, come on. Can I, for once, get a knockdown when I need it here? Is that so much to ask? Apparently. Okay, so what I'm planning on doing here is making things harder for him by moving the gutter runners back, of course. And because of my high agility and leap and stuff, we can fairly easily reposition ourselves here. So let's make these dodges and put ourselves here. Or probably better there. So he will have to move back to this side, which I'm missing 1 or 2 players that I could set up here to block his movement in this direction, but it might still be okay. The knockdown here would have helped. Now he can just block us away and then he can move, otherwise he would have been forced to blitz. But we can't get everything. But that was the plan. One could argue that pushing this player over here would have been better because he would have given an assist still. But it also would have allowed him to block laughter. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird stuff here. If he hadn't been stunned, things would have looked differently as well. But I think we did good here. This is closed now, pretty much. He could still blitz, but I think he will try to switch sides again. He can probably still just run this, and he might want to blitz here. But if that fails, we do have sidestep on laughter, so I can reposition him. And it actually does fail. Okay, so I need to think fast. Either we're going here and make this a 1 dice, or I'm going here and staying next to his ball carrier. And I think that's what we're doing. Oh. Okay, he got to choose. It's still fine. I end up where I want to be, which is next to him, without any other player of him being able to block us. So he needs to dodge or block with him. And there comes the knockdown. So he needs to reroll the dodge. That works. Does he get the going for it? He does. Okay. So there's his touchdown. There's nothing we could have done about that. Probably, I think we made it as hard as possible for him. But with so many players down, it's just so much you can do before you have to accept that he will score. It's fine. Let's just hope that a decent amount of KOs actually come back now. Really, not a single one. Again. I have failed all of my KO roads now. Every single one so far. That's just ridiculous. Okay, this will get interesting now. And a lot of more challenging, because he's still at 11 players and I am at 8? 3, 6, 8. Okay, so we're 3 players down. And almost all of our heavy hitters are out. Well, we only have Carl, who has block, and Cackle. I think that's it. Yep. So that's not nice. So what I'm aiming for is a really fast touchdown, and hope for the next KO rolls. Won't be the easiest thing to achieve, but it's far from impossible. So let's leave Chuck back there. We need 3 players on the line of scrimmage, so it's blindness, disaster, and 1 gutter runner to be named. Let's put panic in there. Actually switch these 2. That will make this a 2 dice. Okay. Let's see right now. We've got Cackle back here. Oh, we should probably switch these 2. Mainly because Laughter does have sidestep, so if I go for an assist here, it's not as bad. We might also be able to take down this Ulf Werner, but we'll see. Oh, yeah. I need to put it in here. And it's also a little bit dependent on where the kick goes. We get an extra reroll. That's not a position I would like the ball to be in, but not much we can do about that, unfortunately. Let's follow this. So this allows us to get the assist that I want to have. Okay, so let's try this. And the fast touchdown might be a little bit prematurely here, but I am getting a bit concerned about things right now. Okay, let's stay. Make this safer. Move him there. So this throw is too risky for my taste. So I'm going to move Chuck here, just in case I do fail the pickup now, which might happen. I'd much rather do a handoff, to be honest. Let's go there. Okay, here's our handoff, and now we can move through with Hysteria. And I won't be able to get out of reach, so I might as well... Oh, no. Really? The first going for it right away again. That's how this needs to be. I still feel like I don't have another choice, so let's just go for it and hope for the best. Thank you. Okay, let's see if I fail any more KO rolls. Really fast touchdown, the one-turner. But I feel a little bit better with these right now. At least I'm back up to 10 players. And one of them is a Storm Vermin. And our kick guy is also back. Yep. So we won't put him on the LOS. Yeah, okay, Chuck needs to be the sacrificial lamb here, unfortunately. So let's see, how do we set this up best? The gutter runners are right out in the open now, which is a problem. So let's do this differently. We're putting everybody forward in case his Yeti is screwing up again. So now we're going like this. Looks really cluttered up and it's really aggressive for a defense. But it will make things a lot more difficult for his Yeti if he just pushes, I think. That... Or, yeah, I would have needed more players there. I made a mistake again. It's fine. It's fine. We both have 3 turns left. It could be worse. And we're once again 2 touchdowns in the lead. The amount of KO rolls I failed here today is really amazing. It's not something you see every day. I think we've seen it happen once before with this team as well, where I failed, I think, 7 KO rolls or something like that. But this might be worse. I don't know. Okay, so why did he kick? Why didn't he kick? I don't understand. Do I miss something about the kickoff rule? As far as I'm aware, all the player needs to do is be in the middle part of the pitch and not on the sidelines, because then kick won't work. In order to use this skill, a player may not be set up in either the white zone or the line of scrimmage. Yep, and that he is, and we didn't kick with him. Am I wrong about that? That looks like a bug to me. We should have kicked with him. That is weird. Okay, he screws up the pickup. Oh, and I actually made a mistake there. He does get the quick snap. Catching the kicking team. Yep, not the receiving team. So this was actually really risky or dumb of me, and he could have moved players in here to assist. It's a good thing that he didn't. He could have gotten at least 2 more blocks like that. If you move these guys over. So I'm happy that he didn't do that, but still. Oh boy. Okay, here comes the blitz against Hysteria. Or not. If he doesn't get it on the first try, well, he will push us there and things will still be a 2 dice. Because he's got strength 4. Yep. So he should push us there. Okay. And now he's going to push us probably here. No. He's giving us an out. For whatever reason. Okay, but there's the knockdown he needs. Oh, because that's the Berserker and he doesn't want to follow up in this direction where we have all of those players, so... This would have still... Yeah, it's a 2 dice. Strength 2 against 3. Without assists, but... You all know what I'm getting at, I hope. And this is actually a situation where Fent would come in very handily. If he ever blocked this guy with a frenzy player, which he so far hasn't done, I believe. So let's see, I should stop saying so let's see, because I'm doing that a lot, I think. At least so much that I notice that I'm doing it. Oh, does he want to foul again? It's only 1 assist he's getting there. These 2 guys won't give assists. Yep, he's going to foul first. That answers my question if he wants to blitz, pick up the ball, or pick up the ball first. I mean... Nothing happened, so who cares? But that's some interesting priorities. Okay, there's the pickup. This makes his ball carrier very much safe. And it's... I mean, we basically already have won. He will score in maybe 2 turns if I can slow him down, not at... he won't, but I might not be able to. And we do have a 2 touchdown lead, so this won't change anything. Okay, this is what I wanted to see. It will still be a 2 dice though. But this is better. So now I can hit him back. So this is a 1 dice. If we stand up disaster... And I want to do this with Laughter, because Laughter does have block. Okay. See you, hopefully never. Okay. So how do we do this best? This is a 2 dice. He's getting 2 assists. So what we could do is put him there. It's a bit of a sacrifice move because he will get knocked down, but I would like to get a 2 dice against this guy. And I can only get it that way. Him there. Now we should have a 2 dice. It's good enough. Okay, so I don't really have a good blitz target here, unfortunately. So let's be greedy, I think. No, I forgot about Carl. We do have Carl. So this will still work. Not completely as I had planned, but good enough. Put Chuck there. We are not really blocking him right now, at least not as much as I would like to. But I want to put pressure on his ball carrier again, and that way we can do that. Okay, the stun comes in very handily right now. And he will be forced to either dodge or blitz us away. Okay, just a push. That's good enough. So I once again want to point out how important this death was. Things would have looked so much different. And this star player, I think he didn't really do anything too useful. His strength 4 is nice, and his movement is really good, of course. Movement allowance of 8 is pretty awesome. But he didn't... I think he was not worth his cost. So the wizard probably would have been the much better choice here. And so I count myself very happy and lucky and whatever else that he took him. He would be down to 10 players now if he hadn't taken him, I think. Nope. Okay, wow. So he's been on the pitch for long. He's right out again. And I still won't use my apothecary to keep him on the pitch. We might still get an injury. And I will save it for that. Okay, so he will screen here a little bit and move his ball carrier around here. He will abandon the cage. He can't really form a complete one again. Yeah, he shouldn't have followed up there. Where is he going with this ball carrier? Is he going to stay back? Oh, hello. There's the dodge. Okay. But that was his last reroll. That's good enough. He does a block, we don't. This situation is actually pretty interesting. And I think we might be able to make something work here. Yep, we can get a 2 dice there. And all I need to do is move Laughter right there. He does have sidestep, so I'm in no fear of being served. Let's just stand up Calamity. I won't move him. And let's put... Nope, that's a dodge. Not happening. So let's get this 2 dice. It's 2 going for it. We'll see. Okay, nice. Push him there because of the scatter. Let's follow as well. I don't want you to catch the ball. Thank you. Because I want Hysteria to catch the ball. As soon as I pass it to him. Oh, how greedy am I now? Pretty greedy? I think so. Let's be greedy. Let's try to have some weird fun here. Put you right there. Oh, there's one dodge row gone. Okay. Still good enough. Yeah, let's do this. I think that's our best bet here. He does get the intercept chance. So agility 6 does its job. And then we can dodge out. Yeah, let's keep it like this. It would be 2 more 2+ rolls, but we do have block and dodge here, which in theory at least will be good enough. Oh, I forgot about the dodge again here, and that does actually not help too much, but it does at least make things a little bit harder. I don't know. It's fine, so we might be able to score again with a little bit of luck. He's out of rerolls, so everything he does will stick. If he gets it, it is what it is. And even if he does knock us down, it's still not impossible to get the touchdown with our speed and agility. But we are making things difficult here for him. He just needs the defender down. But he's got a 3 dice now. Okay, first one is not good enough. It's going to be pushed right there. And it's not good enough. So all I need now is, at least at the moment, 1 dodge roll. I assume he will block here and try to move this guy over there. Yep, but there's the wild animal. And that does mean he most likely won't be able to put a guy there that would make dodging harder for me. So I think we're just going to attempt the touchdown with Cackle and not do any handoff stuff or something like that. We could feed the touchdown, try to feed the touchdown to Hysteria, because then he's only 5 SPP away from leveling up again. But I probably don't want to risk that. Yep, that's his only option there. He can't really make that any better. It's good enough. So that basically brings our first match against Norse to an end. I hope the next time we see one of these teams, the team value will be a little bit higher. Of them, not us, necessarily. Just so that, I don't know, even though this game we are winning pretty obviously, but still, there were some weird roads, and if things had gone only a little bit differently, things could be looking a lot worse right now. So I really don't know, but it is what it is, and I'm happy that we made this work here. Okay, that did not work for him, and he even injured himself. Oh boy. That's no SPP for me, because that was a dodge failure, not a knockdown. And I will just try to dodge and do the touchdown. And I failed the dodge with a double 1. Okay, no touchdown for me. But that's fine, we still win. At least the double 1 came when it didn't really matter anymore. I don't know, yep. That worked. Oh, Carl got the MVP and leveled up. That's pretty good. I like that. So let's see, we did get 2 level ups here, I believe. Yep, so for 1 blindness. Oh boy, really? He's my Fowler. I have to ignore the double. I would love to take it, but he's already got a double skill. And if I give him another one, it would just be a waste of what I built him for. So as much as this hurts me, I will ignore the double and just take dirty player. It's not my proudest choice, but it is what it is. I need to commit to this. With Carl, I'm not entirely sure what I would like to get. We do have block. I think actually I do know what I want to get. We have 2 options. One is leader. That would give us an additional reroll. As long as he's on the pitch. But what I will go for is the kickoff return, so that we can move him up to 3 squares when we receive the ball. That way we can adjust a little bit easier to where the ball will land. And that's basically it once again. So what we could do with the money right now is buy the upgrade to level 3 to make the stadium look a little bit nicer. And I think let's just do that. It's I once again I won't buy enchantments, enhancements. Doing this leaves me with only 30k, and if we get 2 or 3 or even just 1 injury next match, we might not be able to replace the player, so it's the risk we're taking. But I don't always want to be putting myself at exactly 150k in gold, so that I don't have to fear that. So let's do that and get the cosmetic upgrade of the stadium at level 3. So it will just look nicer. And I think that's a nice trade as well. So we're on team value of 1850 right now, and we're at 17 wins actually. What's our statistic? 1736. I think that's respectable, and I'm very happy with that. The amount of casualties inflicted is a little bit underwhelming though. Not even 1 per match. Oh well, it's fine. It's Skaven, not a bash team, so who am I going to complain? But this brings this episode to an end. I'm happy that we managed to play a complete match without a concede. So if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like and a comment, and if you want to see me play more Blood Bowl, just subscribe if you haven't already yet. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope that you tune in next time, and have a nice day. Bye.